There's a quote that I love by Matt Kahn, and it says that people can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. Great reminder, especially in how you relate to people. If you've ever gone through a challenge where you meet or someone tends to maybe misunderstand you or project something onto you based on something that you said, and they categorize you or accuse you of being something or doing something that you haven't done. Even though you know deep inside, that's not me, that's not what I meant. Again, people will only meet you as much as they've met themselves. Great reminder. And in this video, I'm going to be helping you understand how the entire world, first of all, is a mirror for you. And you're also a mirror to the people around you. And how also you can actually now start navigating your relationship so that you're not losing the essence of who you are based on other people's opinions, but you're truly connected to your authentic self expression, regardless of what other people say or think about you. Hi, my name is Eva. I'm an intuitive healer. I work with two modalities, one which is based on working with the Akashic records and it's called soul elemental. And the second one is called quantum flow, which is all about the rewiring of your nervous system. But I'm going to be explaining more on these two powerful techniques that I use with my clients at the end of this video. So make sure you tune in until the end to actually get an idea of how you can really start tapping into your authentic self-expression. Let's go back to today's topic. People will only meet you as much as they've met themselves, right? A beautiful analogy that I love using with this beautiful quote is that, and this is something that I had from one of the channels I tap into, you say that the whole world is a mirror of who you are on the inside. So if you have a problem with what you're seeing in the world, think of how you look at a mirror. When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, right? And you're not liking the reflection, you're not liking what you're seeing, do you go and attack the mirror and start accusing the mirror of making you look bad? The mirror is just reflecting to you exactly who you are. So to change whatever image you're seeing, you have to change yourself, change your smile, maybe do something on your face, maybe change your look, and then you're going to fall in love with the person that you see. So it's never the mirror's fault. It always comes back to you. And this is what I want you to have in mind when you're interacting with people. Again, people will only meet you as much as they've met themselves. Why do I say this? Again, the world is a reflection of who you are. So every encounter you have, every relationship you have is always a mirror reflection of who you are on the inside. So look around you. Look at the people that you keep on attracting, the interactions you keep having on a daily basis. If at all you keep on having triggering interactions and weird kind of relationship with the people around you, there's a reason for that. And it's not their fault. It's not the universe or the world or whoever is out to get you. It comes back to you. And ask yourself, why do I keep on attracting people who mirror this kind of behavior with me? What is it about me that's making the world reflect this back to me? Because it always has something to do with your belief patterns. If you believe something to be true, the whole world will rearrange itself to allow you to get whatever you believe to be true in your life. So if you believe that all the people you encounter, people you meet are always liars or out to get you, guess what? The world will reflect that back to you spectacularly. So it's never about them, it's about who you're being in every single moment. So if someone triggers you, someone says something to you that just rubs you off a wrong way, remember that if it's actually, now this is another lesson for you, if it's actually triggering a response in you, then it means that something within you is resonating with whatever that person said. So why are you resonating with that? Because if at all whatever they were saying is untrue, I shouldn't be able to trigger you regardless of what I say. But as long as something inside me is allowing that to be true, I'm going to get triggered. So get to the root cause of whatever that is. Because in that case, when that person is triggering you, that person is actually your best teacher in that moment because they are helping you reveal a hidden truth within you that you didn't even know you had, a blind spot that you were not able to see. So they are in service to you. They're not out to punish you. They're not out to get you. They're not out to make your life miserable. They're helping you identify a certain blind spot, a certain pattern, a certain root belief that you didn't even know was within you. They're touching a core wound. And if you allow yourself to just sit down and reflect on what that wound is and get to the root cause of it, then now you can start working on releasing it. So again, they mirror to you exactly who you are. But you have to have the courage to meet yourself where you are right now and accept responsibility that if that person, that situation is triggering me, it's about me. What can I do to change this? Why am I attracting this person? And here's the thing, you'll keep on attracting those people, and they'll come in different forms, different experiences, all just to help you identify or get real, raw and real with yourself that, yeah, I do have this root cause, this wound within me, until you're aware and you acknowledge its existence. Because you cannot heal what you don't know, right? So all these people, what they're doing, they're just helping you be aware there's something unhealed within you that you need to release, something you need to work on, get to the root cause of that. See them as your best teacher. See them as a mirror reflection of you. That's how I want you, or that's basically how you should be moving around in life to make your interactions easier, to stop getting triggered by every single person that you meet. They're always there in service too, even if in the moment it doesn't feel like it. Because sometimes, of course, the human mind, if someone attacks you, you go after them, right? Okay. Usually, once you've actually addressed the core wound of whatever that is, and in that situation of those comments stop triggering you, then trust me, even the way you respond to such people will change. Because now, when someone comes to you with the same thing that you've already healed and released, you'll know deep inside it's not true. You won't react in the same way. In fact, you'll just brush it off and be like, that's not true. That's not who I am. But now you can say that because you were down the work to release it, right? But if you haven't, you'll keep getting triggered again and again until you address that wound and release it. Now, the same applies in the inverse, right? People, again, will only meet you as much as they met themselves. So sometimes when people are triggering you, so this is the other thing to remember is that it's also sometimes not about you. It's about their own wounds that they're projecting onto you because it's much easier. Maybe something you said touched their core wound. They always have to be very discerning. If it triggers you, it's about you. If it's triggering them and with you, not so much, then chances are this person is just projecting to you because you've now identified their own blind spot. And now it's upon them to do the work that they need to do to release and heal whatever wound that is causing that kind of reaction. But it's not on you to take on their wounds and make it them your own, like, and start assuming that there's something wrong with you or there's something wrong with you choosing to express yourself or choosing to be authentic, because there's nothing wrong with that. So when they're attacking you, remember your egoic mind will always defend you. Survive at all costs. And part of survival, yes, might mean let me attack that thing that feels dangerous for me. They could be with a rude remark or something just to antagonize you because they feel unsafe in that moment. And the easiest way to protect themselves is to come after you. So remember that and stand in your truth and allow them the space to go do their healing work if they so choose it. You can't. And here's another thing that you need to remember, you cannot do the healing for other people, they have to choose it for themselves. So, yes, maybe you can identify the root cause of it, but they have to be willing to meet themselves where they are and give them the space to do that. But don't take on their issues to be your own and start judging yourself harshly for just being you, for being who you are, or speaking your truth. You should never stop. So, if it triggers them, then you, in that moment, you are their teacher. If at all they're willing to learn the lesson. If not, wish them all the best and let them go on their way because maybe you weren't that teacher who was supposed to actually help them to realize it for themselves. Maybe you are one among many who was meant to point out there's a problem here, there's a problem here, there's a problem here. And maybe they won't be able to hear it from you, but they'll be able to hear it from someone else. But that's your job to let them be. But don't take it on yourself and start judging yourself for being who you are. But again, and here's how to discern if at all they trigger you, it means that there's something within you that believes that to be true. So also explore that for yourself. I mean, I think if the world truly moved in this way, we're not constantly attacking and competing and comparing and all these things that keep us divided. And we truly start seeing everyone in our reality, not as our enemy or people out to get us, but just our teachers, us in another body, reflecting to us exactly what we need in the moment we need it. Best teachers. But are you willing to be a student to this? Because I will remind you this again and again. If you don't learn your lessons, they'll only become louder and worse and more painful for you. My advice will be to get triggered in the moment, please explore that at that moment. Because if you don't, and you're like, the universe will get your intention, your higher self will get your intention any way possible. So if it's not that, the little small trigger that you had, it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, you're hitting the dark night of your soul that you did not have to get to had you learned your lessons all the way. So address your triggers, view people as your mirror reflections, showing you exactly who you are in that moment. And I know it's scary to go around the world saying this, and taking full responsibility. It's scary. It takes a lot of courage to do that. So if you're doing it, big up. That's a lot of work because not all people are willing to get through and grow with what exactly or who exactly they are. It's not an easy task. So if you're doing it, big up. If you're not, maybe start and see what you're able to create. So that was my lesson for today. Let me know your thoughts on this. To share your views in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any time we share any kind of content. And I did promise I was going to share at the end of this video how soul alignment and quantum flow can actually be a game changer, whatever it is that you're going through in life. So soul alignment is all about getting you or helping you get to the root, your true soul self-expression, who you are, your authentic self-expression. So with a reading, essentially, we're actually looking at who you are at soul level. Who are you designed to be? Who are you actually before all of this story started happening in your life? Before people started projecting their own opinions of who you were supposed to be. Who are you actually? What gifts do you have? Because most people don't even know. They're walking around here, they don't know the magic that's within them. With soul alignment reading, I'm actually helping you identify your unique soul level gift. But guess what? Cannot be expressed by any other person as well as you can, because they're unique to you. And the other thing is that you get to identify the current choices that you've been making that have disconnected you from your authentic self expression, from actually fully realizing yourself and fully tapping into this beautiful gifts and bringing them to the world. So you're going to identify the reason behind why you've attracted certain kind of experiences and people in your life over and over again, kind of like a broken record where things just seem to happen and you just don't know why. There's a reason behind that. And we can get to the root cause of that with soul alignment. So it's connected either to your past life or even something that you're doing currently right now, choices you're making in your day to day that are creating the circumstances. So remember, it's all about taking full responsibility because nothing ever happens to you. This is what you receive with the soul alignment reading. And of course, you get to energetically heal and release all these negative karmic patterns that you've been creating yourself within your soul blueprint. You get to release it all and make it easier for you to show up in the world as yourself. And now, with the knowledge of who you are and how you're meant to show up, guess what? Now you take control of the kind of life you want to create for yourself. Again, remember, it takes a lot of courage to do that, right? But now that you know it, And now you're aware that I'm taking full responsibility for every interaction, every person that I meet, and all of that. Then how you show up in the world also change. You start showing up so powerfully, so authentic. So this is how you receive that soul elementary. With quantum flow, we're actually helping you release the memory of all that you're not within your body. Remember, every kind of wound, every kind of trauma, every kind of experience that you had in your life, they're always recorded as memory within your body, within your unconscious mind, which is actually linked to your nervous system. With quantum flow, we're using breath work, sound, and movement to help break down this memory within your cells, within your physical being, releasing this energy and transmuting this energy. So that now instead of focusing your energy on creating all these experiences and all those situations that are not what you want to be, now you're putting that energy to actually creating more of what you want. You get to release the memory of these ones because if you've ever gone through a situation where a certain small trigger, just certain small thing, just makes you have such an overblown reaction to something, there's a reason behind that. It means that that person or that thing touched on a whole wound that you didn't even know was there. It's with quantum flow, we've actually been using this technique to break down the memory of this. Then you wake up one day and you're trying to look for these triggers and they don't even exist within you. Your body does not remember. This is the gift that quantum flow will offer to you. So if you want to know more about this, I'm going to invite you to book a soul element reading with me or a quantum flow session with me in my new spiritual mastery program. So if you want to register, I invite you to book a discovery call and you can ask whatever questions and we will be able to gauge whether you are a great fit for my program. It's a 6-week course where we're going to be using the soul element and quantum flow to help you truly awaken authentic self. So if this feels good for you, I look forward to seeing you on the other side. For now, I'm sending you so much love and blessings and amazing week ahead. Bye.